in, football fans, and welcome to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Well, here we are at mid-season, and we have ourselves quite the doozy. Trades have been made that I really didn't think would be made, and guess what? They happened. But then some of them turned into something that actually makes sense, so that works. The playoff picture is starting to take shape. Who's going to take down the Eagles? Spoiler alert, I don't think anybody is. I mean, yeah, they're pretty potent. And, of course, what's going down in week number 9? My goodness, you guys, we have ourselves one heck of a show today. I'm starting a little bit late. My apologies, getting out of the gym a little bit later. My bad. But today will be commercial free, precisely about 52 minutes. So, yeah, sit back and enjoy. We got ourselves some stuff to take care of. Kind of like a quick little recap of last week. My goodness, it was a good one. The Browns really looked good on Monday night. I don't know how that happened. I know, I get it, Bengals fans, there were injuries. But my goodness, the Browns wanted that more. That's really what it's all about. And that's what the show is titled today, of course. Who wants it more? Because that's exactly what this is going to be down the stretch. We are now in the second half of the season. Who wants it more? That's what it is. I don't care what your record is, unless you're like the Raiders. Just kidding. But unless you're pretty down there. All right? Yeah. You need to make it happen now. Even my beloved Raiders, all right? Everybody can make a playoff push as long as you want it. That's what it comes down to, you guys. Tons and tons and tons of heart, soul, and pride. Blood, sweat, and tears. What can these teams do moving forward? We're going to find out. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hats. This is going to be a wild one. You are now tuned in live to 3 and Out, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Welcome, football fans. Well, here we are yet again on a beautiful early morning. I know I've been slipping a little bit, and my apologies, guys. Started last week where my other Mac just didn't want to work with Spreaker no more, so I had to go to the old Mac. And, yeah, no, sometimes crap happens, but is what it is. Back at it. No excuses. Let's get this thing going full speed now. And, do our thing talking football in the early mornings. Of course, the show usually on a Tuesday. My bad. Again, I know, just crazy week as per usual. But here we are on a Thursday right before week number 9 kicks off. And, well, we're ready to rock and roll. So, with that said, once again, good morning to you all. I got my coffee right here in hand. It is 6:12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The sun's not up. But I'm crazy, so that makes sense, right? Okay, and as for all of you, hopefully, hey, I'm more than likely on your drive to work. I am, you might already be at work, East Coasters. I don't know. We'll see. But hopefully you're enjoying today's show wherever you are, because it's going to be a fun one. Once again, commercial free, and because I started 8 minutes late, and yes, in the chat room, Cale Henderson says the Raiders suck. Free Derek Carr. I hate to say it, but the Raiders suck. I mean, this is what it is. The Raiders piss me off. How do you have that much talent? Never mind. Okay, we'll get into the Raiders in a little bit, but with that said, you guys, I just wanted to kind of just jump in to really fast the NFL trade deadline. So really fast, the NFL trade deadline, of course, just a thing, okay? Just concluded. I want to take a look at a little article here on NFL.com, winners and losers. And seriously, guys, I just got to say this right now. The trade of for me at least, the trade of the freaking season right now has to be Roquan Smith. It has to. Roquan Smith to the Bears. I mean, let's just be real. I hate to say this. The Bears are... I get it. Okay. So what they did was they traded Roquan Smith for some picks. Cool. Wonderful. And, yeah... Bears fans were pretty angry about that. I know Adam Carnick, I don't think he was the happiest guy about that. But, you get this amazing linebacker, this dude he's come into his own. I mean, he's been in the league a few years now. He's freaking great. And, well, yeah, I don't know. He goes over to a team that harbors some of the greatest defensive talent the NFL has ever seen. I don't know, Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, those kind of guys. And he fits right in, right? Well, this dude's a freaking beast and heads on over to Baltimore, or pretty much where he belongs. Okay, and I get it. The Bears flip it. They go get Chase Claypool, which another sinking ship. The Pittsburgh Steelers right now, they're kind of just trying to rebuild. And, yeah, we get it. So lots of things happen there. We understand that. But in my opinion, I just do feel like the true winners here, the damn Bears. The Ravens. The Bears, I guess. I mean, Justin Fields did get another receiver, but I thought the Chicago Bears were all about defense. I'm sorry. And anyway, it is what it is. So Kel Henderson chimes in here in the chat room and says, "You're tripping. Chubb to Miami changes everything." Now, absolutely. Okay, Bradley Chubb heading over from Denver to Miami, that is huge. I really like this because, well, Miami's pretty good. I didn't think I was going to say that for a long time, but Miami actually has a team. They have a team full of fighters. I don't give a crap if you can name 5 guys on the roster or not. This team's full of a bunch of dudes who don't give a damn if you know their name or not. They're going to let you know it. And I like it. I like what they got over there, man. Tagovailoa is just rallying the troops. These guys are playing some football over there in Miami right now, and I mean, shoot, it says it. Miami's it's a football place. It really is, man. There's some of the baddest high school football in Miami, for sure. Number 3, Central High School, guys. I mean, what's a big time high school over there? Number 3 in the country. There's a lot of big time football, you guys. Chaminade Madonna. I mean, just lots of big time football. The U, which let's not get going on the U. The U. Well, they need lots of work, but you get what I'm saying, guys. Miami it's a football place. They love their football. And to me, I feel like the Dolphins, they've been horrible. The Dolphins, I mean, this is a crazy stat. I bring this up every now and then, but the Dolphins never missed more than like a few years out of the playoffs, all the way up until like 2001 or like 2000, I think. Then they would have got their longest drought ever from 2001 or 2000 all the way to 2008-ish, and then they would not see the playoffs again until 2016. And well, here we are again, taking another long drought. But is this the year they get back there and do their thing? I mean, what I'm saying is, look, the freaking Dolphins definitely did get a win here. Major pass rusher. I mean, I don't think we've seen a guy over there this potent, and I know there's been some badasses, but I don't know if we've seen a guy that's absolute magnitude since Jason Taylor, man. I mean, there's a lot of really good talent out there, but this guy was a wonderful snatch up for the Dolphins. So, another one, Hawkinson, I thought was a pretty good pickup here. The Detroit Lions, another, I don't get it, man. There's so much talent on that roster, and they are horrible. I mean, it blows my mind. I mean, I don't get it. Like, golly, man. Like, I mean, I don't know. Even if you suck at bowling, I mean, my goodness, if you got pretty good aim, I mean, just roll the ball. There's a chance you're going to maybe get a strike. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just felt like there's some good talent on a lot of these teams. And I know people are going to say, it's coaching. Yeah, maybe. I mean, scheme, coaching, I get it. But at the same time, too, it's like, come on, y'all. Like, we can't be lazy either. I've been to some games, too, some Raider games, where I'm sitting here screaming at these guys, and it's like, man, y'all going through the motions. Like, y'all even, man, I'm 5'9", 250 pounds, and I bust my ass in semi-pro. And it's like, man, If I was freaking 6'4", because height is everything, you bet your ass I'm going to go out there and give everything I have every single play because I'm wearing that jersey, number one. Number two, because it's my job. And number three, because it's football, and I love football. So I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just saying it's just, it just frustrates me sometimes. But anyway, so it is what it is. But there's some big ones. I think one of the biggest ones, too, that everyone's talking about, and it's immediate. You guys can see it. I can see it. Everyone can see it. McCaffrey. Okay, that's the elephant in the room. Everyone's probably like, well, what about McCaffrey? Okay, yes, McCaffrey to the Niners. He's pretty effective pretty fast. The Niners want someone now. The Niners were another sinking ship. I'm just going to be real with you. I don't give a crap. Get mad at me all you want to, Niner fans. The Niners are just not that good. And everyone's just, oh my gosh, the Niners. Look, man, we get it, okay? You got Trey Lance, the shining star of North Dakota State, because, North Dakota State doesn't want to freaking move up to Division I single A. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm going to bring that up every 5 seconds. I'm sorry. Just kidding. But amazing athlete, though. Trey Lance is their man. Okay, well, he gets hurt. Damn it. Jimmy G is still pretty solid. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of talent, okay? There's a lot of talent on that team. Ayuk is like their guy right now. I mean, he's going crazy. I know because he's on my fantasy team. I mean, really, the Niners have lots of great pieces. But now you add McCaffrey and, oh, crap, things change. Because this guy's going to make that offense a little bit scarier. And now I can't talk crap on the Niners so much because I think they're actually going to contend. This is a good team now. I mean, I don't want to say good team, like super crazy, solid good, but they're way better than without McCaffrey. And it just took one guy. That can hype up a defense. That could do a lot, guys. So I really like that a lot. Kalen in the chat room says, crazy how good coaches can utilize good players. It's the truth, man. I don't understand it. Like, sometimes it's like, really? Like, I'm sorry, I have to do this right now, though. Like, freaking McDaniels, are you serious, man? We got Josh Jacobs, brother. Run the goddamn ball. I mean, for real. Even with a crappy offensive line, Josh Jacobs is going to get us a few yards. I mean, seriously? I'm sorry. Anyway, but yes, use who you have. Oh, my gosh. I'm not going to sit here building a damn house, okay? I'm not going to sit here and start building a house, okay? And have, like, 10 hammer, or I have a really good hammer just chilling in my toolbox, but no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use a screwdriver, the back of my screwdriver, to hit these nails in. Like, who does that? Who does that? I mean, seriously. It's so gosh damn irritating. So, yeah, that's a big deal, okay? And the whole Josh Jacobs thing is annoying. So, but yeah, once again, utilize your players, man. Use who you have. And yeah, so anyway, I don't know. I just kind of felt like there was some, of course, I looked at NFL.com, some great articles here written by Jeffrey Chadia, I believe. Really cool article here, NFL.com columnist. And that's Jeffrey, Jeffri, and his last name, Chadiha. Check it out, guys. It was posted yesterday on November 2nd, so you want to check it out. Also, Cale Henderson says here, said this on the show. You have Devonta Adams, Hunter Renfrow, Josh Jacobs, and Max Hollins, and you score 0. Yeah, amazing. Or imagine, yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's ridiculous. So we're gonna go ahead and talk some crap on the Raiders in a little bit. As you can see, I'm in a Raider bashing mood today because they're just irritating me. But we're gonna get a quick little recap here, guys, and have some fun. Well, you know how it goes, guys. So last Thursday night, the Ravens had their way with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At the end of the day, guys, the Buccaneers, they're just not what everyone thought they were. The Ravens smacked these guys, man. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know. The Buccaneers just look like a team that just, they're a shell of themselves. I get it. Brady, I get it. I understand. They just didn't look good at all, honestly. Solid defensive performance, man. The Ravens, I mean, well, I can't say super solid, but they look pretty good. The Ravens looked like they can win some football games now. I don't know what was going on the freaking first half of the season. They're 5-3. I thought they'd be like the Eagles right now. I really did. Now that all their injury problems are pretty much solved for the most part. But Jackson looked like Jackson. They looked good. Honestly, overall, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because the Ravens look like a good football team. They are good, but they just kind of made me kind of second guess earlier this season. But yeah, is what it is. It's the NFL. Everyone's good. I understand that. But Anyway, Ravens knock off the Buccaneers 27-22. Ravens go to 5-3, and the Bucs fall to 3-5. So next up here, we have a game that is just absolutely mind blowing. I'm sorry, I have to do this immediately because this is Raiders and Saints. So the Saints absolutely belted the Raiders. There's no way to sugarcoat this. The Raiders are horrible. I know. It's just one of those days, guys. I'm sorry. I just had to get on here and jump on. From what I understand, one of my coworkers told me they didn't even cross the 50. I watched the game, but I guess I didn't realize that. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, maybe he was exaggerating, maybe he didn't, I don't know. But I do know that the freaking Saints absolutely belted the Raiders, and the Raiders are 2-5 on the season. Great job, guys. Great job. Yeah, and then Gail Henderson says, then you blame the players? Yeah, you're going to blame the players, right? You're going to blame the players for... It's chess, homeboy. It's chess. You put the pieces where they go. You know what I mean? Like, no, don't you give me that. No. You do not give me that. The players got to play, but you got to put them in the right position. I mean, that's all there is to it. So, yeah, 24-0. The Saints absolutely beat the living crap out of the Raiders. The Raiders looked like a damn JV team on the field. I mean, it just looked bad. All right, there's some JV teams that are better than this. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I mean, no, they can't compete against the Raiders, but you get what I'm saying. It just looked like, yeah, it was bad. So anyway, 0 points for the Raiders. Fun fact, everybody, the Raiders were the only team to score 0 points last week. It sounds a lot like the Raiders, because that's what the Raiders like to do, is let their fans down. Anyway, sorry. With that said, guys, let's go ahead and roll on over to the next game. The Falcons over the Panthers. Oh my gosh, this was a jacked up game. Oh my gosh, this has got to piss everybody off. Panther fans, I can't wait to hear John Felipe tomorrow on the Carolina Cast here on IA Sports Radio at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, by the way. Oh my gosh. DJ Moore. Okay, so PJ Walker, a guy that people loved. They were all up on this dude in the XFL. Oh my gosh, PJ Walker. Oh man, he belongs in the NFL. And then he gets to the NFL and people are like, oh, he sucks. Like, come on, man. Like, why you gotta be so, like, two-faced for, man? Do you like the guy? You're doing? I just heard that a lot, so I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but PJ Walker hits DJ Moore. There is 12 seconds to go in this game. 12 seconds, guys. DJ Moore catches the ball in the end zone. Great stuff. And this was 62 yards, by the way, man. They weren't close. They weren't in the red zone. They were out there. And boom. The dang Panthers go up, man. The Panthers tie. They tie the Falcons. They tied 34-34. All you needed was an extra point. DJ Moore got a little excited, and I don't know how people are going to interpret that. A little excited, or did something stupid, or whatever. I don't know. Some people will say one or the other, but at the end of the day, DJ Moore took off his helmet, and guess what happened? Flag! Oh no, we can't do that. It turned it into a long freaking field goal. Super long field goal for Eddie Pinheiro. It was I forgot how long it was. But yeah, unfortunately, missed field goal. They go into overtime. The Falcons were very happy, and guess what? The Falcons go into overtime, make the most of it. Young Oku will nail a 41-yard field goal with 1:55 to go and win this game 37-34 in overtime. The Falcons are now 4-4 in the season, and the Panthers are now 2-6. They really were like, a helmet removal away from 3-5. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I don't know. I get the rule, but that's just really annoying, man. So anyway, Panthers just having a rough go. And they were about to win this game without McCaffrey too. They were like, yeah, we're gonna. Well, no, not happening, man. Marcus Mariota and the boys look good. The Dirty Birds get this victory 37-34 in overtime. Oh, my gosh. Kale says here in the chat room, fly, Eagles, fly. My preseason prediction looks great. Oh, they certainly do. One of the only IA Sports Radio personalities that said the Eagles would dominate and play in the NFC Championship. Fully believe this. I completely, yes, Kale is 100,000% correct. He's one of the only ones who said that. And at the start of the season, we had a big old giant season preview on Shotdown Weekly with Adam Kardik, and yeah, it was pretty good. So anyway, good stuff there, Kale. So with that said, man, we're rolling on quick through this here. Cowboys over the Bears, 49-29. There's nothing really to get to. I don't really want to spend too much on this because it was just something the Bears couldn't do is stop the Cowboys. 6-2 now on the season. Bears fall to 3-5. Yeah, they kind of need their defense. Instead, they're just going to try to pull a 2006-2007 Colts and say, screw defense, we're going to try to outscore you. And that's pretty much it. That's really all they're doing because now their defense is just it's really not that good now. And, well, they're going to have a guy by the name of Claypool over there, and they're just hoping he can catch some footballs because Fields is a running back with the arm, like a lot of quarterbacks nowadays, and they're just going to hope that, well, whenever he can't evade the pressure, just throw it up, and hey, hopefully Claypool will catch it. I mean, that's really it, guys. The Bears are just kind of hoping right now. I guess that's what we're all doing, right? But overall, Cowboys win big, 49 points. They put up the most points in week number 8, so congratulations to them, dominating the Bears at home. The Dolphins, again, a scary good team. They're 5-3, but you know what? For all the crap they've been through this year and for not really being that, dominant on paper, this team's actually looking pretty damn good on the field. They look good. So, not a lot of super big names, but oh my gosh, they look pretty good. 31-27, kind of jacked up. The Lions led this thing by 14 points in the first quarter. The Lions, it's like that. Remember that? I remember that commercial. You know, that old man. Oh, you almost had it. This is it's kind of sad. But let's just be real, man. The Lions are 1-6. This team on paper looks like they could win the freaking Super Bowl. I'm sorry, they look maybe not the Super Bowl, but they look like they could at least go to the NFC championship game. They look good on paper before the season started. They look really good, and as per usual, they don't look that good. I'm just saying. The Dolphins, hey, all right, we'll take it. We'll take it. Good stuff there, too. Talking about Loa, 382 yards, 2 touchdowns. You know what, man, they look good. I'm pretty excited for these Dolphins. And, yeah, what Kale said earlier in the chat room, bro, Chubb to Miami. This is going to be pretty exciting, man. I'm excited to cheer on the teal and orange, man. These Dolphins are going to be pretty exciting to watch. So, yeah. Anyway, once again, they jumped to 5-3 on the season. Next up, the Vikings over the Cardinals. Because the Cardinals forget how to play football at some point during every game. Except for the Raiders, because, they came back and beat the Raiders pretty heavily in week 2, after the Raiders were up by a whole bunch. But that's just the Raiders for you, right? Anyway, the Cardinals couldn't do that against anybody else, really, and they're just kind of falling apart. They are 3-5, and one of those 3 wins is that pretty much gifted win from the Raiders. So, yeah, the Vikings went ahead and hosted the Cardinals this weekend, and it was 14-10 at the half. Really close game, you guys. At the end of the third quarter, it was 28-23. Vikings still lead it. Guys, it was a good game, man. Look at this. 7-3 into the first Vikings. It's 14-10. End of the second quarter, Vikings. 28-23, end of the third quarter, Vikings. And end of the third quarter, or end of the fourth quarter, 34-26, I'm sorry, Vikings. It was just, the Vikings had a head up on them, man. You can't get mad. You can't get mad. They just look better. Kirk Cousins, man, he's okay. I guess I would really not call him elite, but hell, he's a starting quarterback in the NFL, and the guy's done it on a few teams, and he can win some games. I'm not saying he's going to win the Super Bowl, but he wins games. He's not the greatest quarterback ever, but the guy can win some football games. He can help out win some football games. So, 24 for 36, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns. At the end of the day, man, they looked pretty solid. Cook had 20 carries for 111 yards, 1 touchdown. Justin Jefferson, man, on 6 receptions, had 98 yards. He almost hit the century mark. The Cardinals just didn't look that good. They looked like they were just playing to play with the Vikings. They weren't trying to win the game. They were just trying to hang with them. I mean, that's just, I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of because it just wasn't there. The extra gear wasn't there. So, anyway, once again, Vikings jumped to 6-1 on the season. My goodness! They were saying this on ESPN the other day, I think. First time since Brett Favre was there in 2009, 2010, I believe. So, crazy that they're that good right now, right? And the Cardinals fall to 3-5. The Patriots almost lost to the Jets. I don't care if they win the game. They almost lost. Look, the Jets are freaking me out because the Jets are kind of a team that I wouldn't in 1,000 years ever say that they were going to be even decent this year. I thought they were going to be the bottom feeders yet again. They find some way to just be horrible. I don't get it. But would you look at this? Would you look at this? They look pretty solid. They're 5-3 on the season now. They were so close from being 6-2 and beating the Patriots. The Patriots had to make this thing. They had to pull a rabbit out of the hat. And no, they weren't down by a whole bunch. But look, the Patriots just they looked. I don't know. They're still trying to find their footing. Who's their guy at quarterback? What's going on? But at the end of the day, it's Bill, guys. It's Bill. Bill. That's it. I continue to say it. The era, that era of terror, or whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? Those two dynasties, those two decades of his dominance, that dynasty, it's not really over until Belichick is gone. Oh, everyone's, Brady this. Nah, man. Like, yeah, he's a great quarterback, but Bill is the brains of the operation, man. I mean, Bill's that guy. He's now the second most all-winning coach in the NFL, I believe. And the guy's an absolute incredible coach. I mean, in my opinion, the greatest I've ever, of course, the greatest I've ever seen because he coached when I was alive, but I just feel like this guy right now is, he's thriving. And watch, the Patriots are 4-4. Whoop-de-doo. Let them find their footing. Let him find his guys. Tom Brady was not this number one overall freaking quarterback taken in 2000. All right, he wasn't, or 2001, whatever draft that was. Okay, he wasn't. So yeah, Bill can do it again, guys. Anyway, they look pretty good. This game, they kind of scared the hell out of me because I didn't think they were going to win, honestly. And the Jets, I think, just wanted more, but the freaking Patriots found a way to win this thing. And at the end of the game, it was 22-10 in the fourth quarter. But when the Jets scored again, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know, it kind of got me. The second half was all Patriots, basically. But when the Jets scored in the last 2 minutes, I was like, oh my gosh, if the Jets somehow come back and win this thing. So, I don't know. I guess, talking out my butt saying that they're going to, or saying that the Jets really almost won because they didn't, but I'm just not used to seeing like a super crazy close score. Like you get me. It's Patriots Jets. I know there are some close games. But anyway, so 22-17. Once again, Patriots over the Jets. Patriots are now 4-4. Jets are 5-3. All right, moving forward, the Eagles just smacked around the Steelers. It was the Pennsylvania battle, and well, this wasn't very hard because the Eagles are now 7-0. The Steelers fall to 2-6. Yeah, there's not really much to say here. The freaking Eagles, man. Kale said it. This team is so damn good. They're such a good team. And seeing these guys right now, the way they're playing, they're out of their mind. And I love it. This is great football, y'all. And they're giving us every bit of great football. They're going out there and dominating. Tonight, they're playing the Texans, and they're probably going to eat them alive. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. But the Eagles, 7-0 now. The Steelers at 2-6. They need everything right now. Mike Tomlin has his hands full. They need lots of stuff. They need to go to Best Buy or something. I don't know. Go to the clearance section somewhere. They need something, man. Because I feel bad. Ben took off and my goodness, who's going to be a quarterback? No one can play defense anymore. I don't know. So we'll figure that. I guess they'll figure that out soon, hopefully. But anyway, Steelers win big, 35-13 at home. Tennessee and the Texans. Okay, now this is a game that everyone's going to probably bank on to say, hey, tonight's going to be close. I'm not going to sit here and say the Texans are going to fall apart tonight. I don't. I'm not It's not cool. I'm not going to sit here and say that the Texans are going to pull a Las Vegas Raiders. Okay, I mean, it could end up that way because the Eagles are that good. But this is the game that pretty much gives Texans fans hope because they're okay. I mean, yeah, they're 1-5-1. Don't misquote me. I didn't say they were going to win anything big, all right, or tonight's game. But they're 1-5-1. Okay, they have had some pretty close games. They've fought some pretty close teams. Their defense is actually pretty solid, ish. The Titans are the Titans, guys. They're the team. Let's not forget they're the team that's a one and done in the playoffs pretty much every year because the rest of the division isn't really that good. I mean, let's just call it what we call it. Let's just put that out there. Titans won 17-10. Cool. Realistically, the Titans are just a really solid team that, they win. They're 5-2. They win. Playoffs or something different. But they're not this, powerhouse. I honestly, I wouldn't put them against the Eagles right now at all. Which means that the Texans, in my opinion, don't really stand a chance. It could be, I don't know. It'll be a little fight. It'll be a little scrap tonight. But I guess, I don't know. I don't see it. Titans win this one 17-10 in a pretty good defensive battle. I mean, at the half, it was 7-3 Titans. In the third quarter, 14-3 Titans. Yes, in the last 17 seconds, the Texans will score and make it 17-10. Realistically, the game wasn't really that close when it comes to it. It looked like the Titans, if you were to watch the game and not watch the score, you'd think probably, the Titans probably beat the hell out of them. I mean, I don't know. I got to see a lot of the game. And anyway, Titans look good-ish. We're going to see what they do this year. Texans, they just kind of fall. Again, unfortunately for them. The Commanders and the Colts. All right. 4-4 Commanders, 3-4-1 Colts. This was actually a pretty good game. The Colts, I don't want to write them off, and I continue to not want to write them off because of games like this. The Commanders aren't that good. Okay, they're not. We're going to just get that out of the way really quick. Heineke was the leading passer and rusher this game. Yeah. So that says a lot, right? But McLaurin, though, pretty good game for him. 6 receptions and 113 yards. But understand this. The Colts, there's some kind of promise there. I don't know what kind, but there's some kind of promise there. It's, it's not... It's not like the Super Bowl winning promise, definitely, and it's certainly not like a, hey, we're going to be a deep playoff team promise. It's we may be a wild card weekend kind of team, if we get into gear now. But the Commanders are also a team where you're not going to think very much of. In my opinion, these were two teams that are pretty much in the same exact type of realm right now. They're decent. They're nowhere near really good, but they're decent. And they went head-to-head. This right here just tells me that these two teams are probably going to be solid wild card teams, possibly, if they can get there. If they can pick it up. That's really it. Right now the Commanders are close to beat. Well, actually, they're on the bubble in the NFC, which is kind of crazy. Now that I see that. But in the Colts, they're a couple games back from being on the bubble. So, yeah, they're pretty okay. They're okay teams. But doing anything more than that, no. So you'd expect this kind of game, right? 17-16, Commanders win this one on the rip. Niners smack around the Rams. Okay, let's go ahead and put this out there. The Rams are not the team they were last year. We know that. Are they going to do anything what they did last year at all? No, at all. I do not see this team doing anything like that at all whatsoever. There's really no other way to put this. The Rams are a team that is just... They were a one-trick pony last year. I don't want to say that. No. Not a good way to put that. But you get me. They're a one-hit wonder. Okay, that's really it. That's what they were. They did their thing. They looked good. Oh, but Larry B, they made the Super Bowl a couple years ago and they lost the Patriots. Yes, I remember that. But what I'm saying is I don't know. They just... It's the sophomore album. That's really what it is. They had some great hits on the first album, and this year dropped, and man, and nobody likes this. This is just the bad album, these songs suck. I mean, I'm sorry, maybe they're okay songs, but you get what I'm saying, you guys. In the Niners, well, McCaffrey looked pretty good. I know that for a fact. He looked very good. He almost hit the century mark. He was 18 carries for 94 yards, 1 touchdown. He balled out, guys. He looked good. Ayuk over here playing pretty damn good, too. Garoppolo. I'm just saying this Niners team looks a lot better with McCaffrey on it, and they just took it out on the Rams. The Rams, I don't know. They're kind of frustrating, man. You want to say they're going to be solid. They're going to be okay and make the playoffs, but I don't know. They may make the playoffs, but they're not even in. I mean, they're not in the picture right now. They're below the freaking Commanders, guys. Yeah. How you like that? Commanders are on the bubble. The Rams aren't. They're second place. Okay? Yeah. So, the Niners will jump to 4-4. The Rams fall to 3-4. Then we have the Giants, who are just absolutely blowing my mind right now, and I think everybody else is, because what the hell's going on? They're 6-2. Yeah, they lost, but you know what? Like I heard the announcers say too, the Seahawks were just a little too much for the Giants, and they were. The Seahawks aren't that good of a team either. Trust me. They're 5-3. They're good. They can win some games. Awesome. Do I see this team doing really anything more? No. Believe it or not, they're in the playoffs right now because they're first place in the NFC West, which is just insane. Because I did not have them nowhere near the first place. But they made it happen. Cool. Geno Smith is doing his thing over there. Cool. They look good. But at the end of the day, the freaking Giants just got outplayed. 27-23. Giants take their second loss of the season. But hey, there's a lot to celebrate in New York right now. And the Seahawks, man, hey, they're looking pretty alive. All right, next up, we have the Broncos and the Jaguars. I thought this would be the basement game. Okay, two teams in the basement of both of their divisions. And, well, no, because my stupid Raiders want to be in the gosh damn basement instead of the AFC West. And in the NFC West, Arizona's in the basement. Yeah, so it's like, I really thought this would be like a basement game, between, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Arizona in the NFC West, the AFC South, I'm sorry. I thought the Jaguars would be there, or maybe kind of close to it, and they are. So yeah, forget what I was trying to make there. I'm just caught up in the AFC West, NFC West hype this year, guys, sorry. But realistically, the Jags are 2-6. Broncos are 3-5. You get a game here. Well, going into the game, they weren't. That's what's after now. That's what they are now. But going into this game, it looks like both these teams could be pretty competitive versus one another. This is another game where it's another Colts and Commanders game. Both these teams are solid matchups for each other. Okay, that's what this is. This is welterweight fighters, and no, this is no diss to welterweight fighters. It's not, but what I'm trying to say is this is like, a 147 guy saying like, yeah, I'm going to go fight Deontay Wilder. No, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a different rank, man, and right now, and that's not saying anything, or like a Golden Glove guy. You get what I'm saying, okay? It's like a minor league team saying like, yeah, I'm going to go take on somebody in the MLB. You get it, okay? Denver and the Jags right now, they're kind of minor league-ish. They're good for each other. They can give each other a good competition, but don't put them against somebody really, really good like the freaking Eagles, okay? It's just, yeah, it won't be pretty. So, anyway, Broncos looked good. Everyone's talking about Russell Wilson falling apart and everything. Man, leave the man alone. He's still solid. He's still doing his thing. He's still winning games. May not be what everybody wants, especially in Broncos country, but hey, they're 3-5. At least you're over the Raiders, right? And the Jaguars are 2-6. Is that a surprise? I mean, yeah, maybe I had them higher too this year on that. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, all right. So next up, Sunday Night Football. The Bills, I thought, were going to have a little bit of a tougher time with the Packers. It is officially now mid-season, and this is where I'm going to say Packers are absolutely nothing of what I thought they were going to be. I've been really avoiding trying to say the Packers are trash because they're not trash, but they look like it sometimes. And, well, this game, if you're going to challenge somebody, it's going to be the Bills right now. And, well, it was a 10-point game. I get it. 10-point game. Aaron Rodgers will tell everybody to shut up and whatever. But who gives a damn? It's you lost 3-5. You're 3-5. I mean, yeah, you have the second half of the season to go, and if you want to go, the time is now. But right now, the Packers, man, they just look bad. There's just nothing there. I just don't see anything that's going to be exciting with this team right now at all. The Bills just keep cruising their way to the top, man. 6-1 right now, looking pretty good. Bills fans looking solid. 27-17, that is, in the playoff. Well, sorry, in the playoff picture. In the Sunday Night Football, really, really, really good game. Then Monday Night Football, the Browns just smacked around the Bengals because the Bengals had some injuries. Okay, we get it, Bengals fans. We hear you. Realistically, guys, it is what it is. The Browns just did their thing. They won this game very easily. 32-13. They looked pretty good. They're fighting for everything they can possibly fight for right now. They're 3-5 in the season. Bengals dropped to 4-4. It's safe to say the Bengals are not going to be... The Bengals and Rams literally are just doing the same exact thing. Sophomore album, you know. Sophomore album. So, anyway, that's going to be that. And we're going to roll into this week. I'll give you my quick predictions real quick. And then we're getting the playoff picture. But very quickly tonight, the Eagles take on the Texans. 7-0 Eagles. 1-5-1 Texans. Are you serious? I don't know. It's going to be a good game, I think, for the first maybe quarter. But then I think the Eagles are just going to fly, Eagles fly. And they have them here. ESPN has them by 13.5 points. I think ESPN's pretty spot on. They're going to probably cover that and more. But anyway, with that said, Eagles look pretty good. And, well, I got them winning this game tonight. Next up, coming up on Sunday. Hey, look, it's my team. The Raiders and Jaguars Toilet Bowl 2022. They're both 2-5. Well, 2-5 Raiders, 2-6 Jaguars. They have the Raiders winning by 1.5 points. I mean, yeah, I'm going to take my team, but I mean, this sucks. Like, I don't even know what I'd rather watch. This team sucks. My Raiders are trash right now. And the Jaguars are just kind of irritating me because they look a little bit better. You have Trevor Lawrence, man. My gosh. But anyway, we'll see. Raiders head on over to the East Coast this week. Hopefully, that's the excuse we'll use if we get beat down. We were on the West Coast and went to the East Coast. Hey, I don't know, but I'm so sick of the Raiders. I love them, and I will always love them. They'll always be my team, but they just irritate me. And the Jaguars, well, I think there's a lot of fans that probably feel the same way. A lot of Jaguars fans feel the same way. So I'm going Raiders, but yeah. Anyway, next up, Chargers and Falcons. Chargers are favored by 3 points. The Chargers are just irritating me, too. I had this team going to the Super Bowl, man, and I look like an idiot, especially as a Raider fan. They're 4-3. Yeah, I had this team looking like the freaking Bills right now, okay? I really did, but no. Yeah, I get it, injuries, blah, 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 blah. Regardless, the Chargers are a much better team than their record. We'll see what they do. The Falcons are 4-4. I guess I maybe didn't really get that one either in the preseason stuff, picks and all that, but go figure. Mariota's doing a really good job over there. We'll see how they do. But the Chargers, I got them winning this one. I think they should cover 3. But the Chargers winning this one over there in Atlanta. Next up, the Dolphins are 5-3. The Bears are 3-5. I'm sorry, Bears fans. You lost one of the best linebackers in the NFL. And now you have Chubb going on over there to terrorize your offense. Yeah. Give me the Dolphins by a lot. I'm sorry. Dolphins win this thing. They have them here by 5. I think they're going to win by more. Panthers 2-6. Bengals at 4-4. They have the Bengals winning this one by 7. Let's just be real. I don't know. I don't know. The Panthers could come to fight them, man. I'm going to go with the upset here. I'm going to take the Panthers in this game because they look fired up, man. They want to win. I think they go with Cincinnati to win this thing. We'll see. Packers and Lions. Okay. If the Packers somehow lose this game, oh my gosh. I don't think they are. But oh my, if they somehow lose this game. Anyway, they got the Packers by 3.5. I think they'll cover, and I think the Packers will win by probably like 7. But yeah, if they lose, it's going to be hard for me to pick these guys a lot in the second half of the season. So, yeah. With that said, we got Colts and Patriots. Colts are 3-4-1. Patriots are 4-4. It's Bill. He's going after, and I don't even think he cares really about like the most all-time winningest coach. He's just Bill, man. He's trying to win some football games. He's trying to play. You know what? I respect the hell out of that, and I respect the hell out of him. They have the Patriots by 5.5 points. I think they'll cover that pretty easily. And I don't mean to be an a-hole, but I do think that they'll beat the Colts. I don't want to say handedly, but they'll win, I think. So next up, Bills and Jets. The Bills are 5-1 or 6-1. The Jets are 5-3. They got the Bills winning by 12.5 points or more. Okay, give me the Bills in this one. I don't care what the Jets record is right now. Then we have the Vikings at 6-1. Commanders at 4-4. Hey, Kirk Cousins, remember the Commanders? Just kidding. So they have here the Vikings by 3.5. Yeah, I don't really see this game going any other way. If it does go another way, it's just kind of weird. But realistically, I just don't see it. I got the Vikings in this game. I don't see they will fight. It'll probably be a pretty close game, a fun game to watch. But give me the Vikings in this one, guys. So other than that, we have here. Let's take a look. Here at the next game. So we got Seattle and Cardinals. So 3-5 or 5-3 Seahawks. 3-5 Cardinals. They have the Cardinals by 2 points. Who bumped their head? Like, I mean, really? Nah, bro. The way the Cardinals have been playing, they just like to give games away right now. I don't know. And the Seahawks are taking whatever you can give them right now. So I'm going to go Seahawks in this game. I'm going to go by like a touchdown-ish, but I think they'll win this game. And then, of course, we have the Rams 3-4 over, and the Buccaneers at 3-5. Yeah, this could have been like the NFC Championship game, guys. Now, I don't even know. This might be a wild card game now. I mean, they have the Bills, the Buccaneers by 3 points. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't understand how. I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry. I was going on how these teams look for the playoffs, but this should be a good game. It's an pretty even match between two teams that looked pretty evenly matched. So I'm gonna go Tampa Bay at home just because they're at home. But that's really the only reason why. That's it. If they were in LA, I'd probably go with the Rams just because they're home. Like seriously, that's what that game has come to. Anyway. Sunday Night Football, Titans at 5-2, Chiefs at 5-2. The Titans get their real first test, but ESPN pegged it right here. 12.5 points for the Chiefs. Yeah, they may look similar because the records, but don't forget their division isn't that good. I'm going Chiefs big in this one. And then on Monday Night Football next week, Ravens and Saints. Well, the Ravens are 5-3, the Saints are 3-5. They have Baltimore by 2.5. I'm going Ravens in this one pretty heat. I don't want to say pretty handedly, but they should win this. Ravens should win this game. So anyway, moving on over to the playoff picture real quick, you guys. Here, courtesy of NFL.com. Courtesy of NFL.com, sorry. The number one overall seeds, of course. In the AFC, we have the 6-1 Bills. And in the NFC, we have the 7-0 Eagles. Then, of course, we have here in the second seeds, the Titans at 5-2, and the Vikings at 6-1. Third seeds, the Chiefs at 5-2, and the Seahawks at 5-3. And the fourth seeds here, we have the Ravens and we have 5-3, and the Falcons at 4-4. And there you have it. So those are of course the top of each division. And then we move down on into the fifth seeds, all the way to the seventh. And in the AFC, we have the Jets at 5-3, the Dolphins at 5-3, and the Chargers at 4-3. Hey, they made it. And then, of course, in the NFC, we have here the Cowboys at 6-2, the Giants at 6-2, which is crazy because my gosh, everybody but the Commanders is in, which is nuts, right? And the Commanders are on the bubble, you guys. Then we have, of course, the Giants at 6-2, and the Niners at 4-4. On the bubble in the AFC, the Patriots at 4-4. And on the bubble, in the NFC, the freaking Commanders at 4-4. You guys, if this entire division gets in, I think that's why they made the playoffs so much bigger and all that, and extended it. Because why not? If all 4 teams are good, why not get them all a chance? Why does somebody have to miss? I like that. So anyway, then it goes, of course, continuing on down in the AFC. So the on-the-bubble team, of course, the Patriots. But then we have the Bengals, Colts, Browns, Broncos, Raiders, Jaguars, Steelers, Texans. Yeah, that's how that goes. And then in the NFC, on the bubble, once again, the Commanders. Then we have, of course, the Rams, Buccaneers, Packers, Cardinals, Saints, Bears, Panthers, and Lions. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness, how crazy is that? I wouldn't have never have had that in the preseason picks, but, well, you know how it goes. Cue the music, y'all, because we're on out of here. Oh, my gosh. What a show. What a show and what a time. Oh, my. Ladies and gentlemen, where does time go? Gotta get up on out of here and get ready to head out to work. But, oh, man, I'm so glad that you guys were able to share this time with me this morning. Like I said, commercial-free, started a little bit later. My apologies. But, hey, we are rocking and rolling, right? Hopefully you enjoyed today's show. It was a fun one. Talking a little crap is what it is. But, hey, definitely do my best to just speak the truth. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so very much for showing us some love today. Big ups to our Patreon supporters, of course. Bay Area Apparel, Anonymous, Mr. Marcus Lowe's Great, and of course, Mrs. Parsons. We thank you all so very much, and we thank you guys for showing us some love. If you want to become a Patreon as well, head on over to iesportsradio.com. Show us some love. As always, y'all, big ups to the man above, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. For without him, nothing is possible. And of course, big ups to all of you out there, our listeners. Because without you guys, iSports Radio is nothing. We appreciate you all so very much for tuning in. Show us some love, y'all. Once again, iesportsradio.com. Got to update the website. We'll be doing that soon. And of course, we will be back next week, Tuesday this time, back at our regular time. Get ready for our face-off tonight. Of course, Eagles and Texans, and I got something for you guys just in case we don't actually get 2 people for the face-off. We'll talk about that. But with that said, guys, got plenty more to go. The season is halfway. The playoff picture is just starting to take shape, and who is doing what? Well, I think we kind of already see the direction. Who can change that? We will find out. With that said, y'all, follow all of us at IE Sports Radio on Twitter at IE Sports Radio, and of course on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, IE Sports Radio all day long. Y'all show us some love. We definitely appreciate it. We follow back. We love to show love too, y'all. So with that also said, thank you so much for just all of your support, checking out our shows each and every week, and we couldn't appreciate you more. So, we have ourselves a good weekend of football. First game ever in Germany, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. But we got ourselves a Germany game this week, of course. That is the, we talked about that one. That is the Broncos, if I'm not mistaken. Is that Germany? Yeah. I think we got ourselves a Germany game this week. My apologies, guys. It's coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm just excited for that one. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So, that's next weekend. Sorry, guys. Seahawks and Buccaneers. Anyway, with that said, you guys, that is going to do it for me. Your boy Larry signing off. We will see you next week. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.